Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to the Friday night live stream of the Georgia Shooting Connection. We're glad you're here. It's been a week. We missed Kyle last week. Started off like you always do, Kyle.
Good evening, everybody. I'm glad to be back. Had a great time up in the mountains camping with the girls, my girls, which would be Angel and Baloo. And had a great time, great weather, a little bit chilly, but we had a great time. Good to see everybody. What a week. Oh, my goodness. There's been so much stuff come out. It's just, oh, man, all kinds of news and all kinds of fun stuff. And I don't know. I want to welcome Mr. Julio Oceans 374. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for having me on the Georgia Shooting Connection. And it's been crazy here, so I'm glad to take a little break.
We're glad
Battle
you're
in
here.
that kitchen? You still battle in the kitchen?
Yep, and I still I'm repairing a step that I had to take apart. I had to run a gas line through, and finish that up tomorrow. Today, because it was raining. And
Boy, was it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the propane tank is installed. Supposed to be ready. I'm supposed to be using it tomorrow, but that never happened. Now I can't do anything till next week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Because the inspector couldn't come in. It's a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Julio.
We're glad you're here, Julio. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the invite.
Willie, how you doing, brother?
I've been blessed. Blessed day. Just normal, relaxing, having a good time at home with the grandbaby.
That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
CW, what's up, brother?
I'm just having fun casting bullets.
You got a new toy today, didn't you?
I did. I had to run right over. It came yesterday, but I couldn't get it. So I had to run right over this morning to get it. It's a really nice mold. Cast beautiful. I was surprised right out of the gate.
Yeah, I got
Really,
a package.
very first bullet.
Yeah. I saw that video. It was pretty cool. And we were having a great conversation before we went live, but we're going to rehash for you guys a little bit. Scotsman, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing all right, man. It's good to be here. I'm glad Julio looks like Julio and not like what he looked like before. If y'all didn't see that, please go check out Uncle Jim's chat because that was scary.
No, that one got booted.
Please don't ever do that again.
No, I won't do that again. That's a lot of work.
And thank you. Don't ever do that again. Yeah, no, good to be here. I got lots of bullets from CW. Man, I've had a lot of packages here in the last couple weeks, and I appreciate everyone out there sending stuff. So, really cool. But no, good to be here, and good to see everyone out in the side chat.
That chat with Julio on it got booted because I forget who it was. Somebody showed a gun. It's gone.
Rune showed a gun.
Yeah. I was asking. I thought that Scotsman had somebody told me that you had screenshots of it, and I was trying to get you to send them to me, but you didn't have them. I heard it was a riot.
So that was a Halloween chat, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't get a chance to see it. I wish I did.
So you're positive it didn't get kicked off because of what Ocean was dressed up as?
It could have been that.
We can't say for sure.
I mean, that was pretty scary, so just saying.
Dang it, I missed it, and it was that good.
And nobody would tell me what you look like. Everybody's like, you got to find it. And I'm like, it's not here. It's gone.
So we've got the side chat.
I can see you the picture.
The side chat is slowly populating, and I want to talk about that just for a second. I got the notification to watch us live in 30 minutes about 8 minutes before 8. So, yeah. And then we've been on 5 minutes, and I just now got the notification that we're live. So, in spite of YouTube, we are here and we're having fun. So, glad to see y'all coming in. and thanks for being here. So I know CW did casting and all that kind of stuff. What's everybody done gun related? Anything? I know Willie's working on 45s, right?
Still,
Good.
I go to my CCW class tomorrow, 8 hours each day. Yay. Then I have to shoot 100 rounds per gun. Only 3 guns allowed, so. Oh, well.
It takes you 8 hours to figure out how to work a holster?
No holster. You cannot draw from the holster. They will not let you draw from the holster.
It kind of takes all the CC out of it, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, was that CW?
They list the firearms on the permit?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I have to list my firearms on the permit, and then when I file for my license, they'll do the background on it to make sure that I legally own the firearms. And when they finally say yes, then I'll get my license.
That sounds kind of like a registry.
Let me back up. I also have to have a good reason. I have to explain to the police chief why I feel I should have it. So I'm hoping everything goes good.
Yeah, just a little document called the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, exactly. You may have read it.
That doesn't work. Someone said that to him. It's called the Second Amendment, Bill of Rights, and they said, okay, have a good day. We'll let you know if you get it. He didn't get it.
Well, there's a lawsuit going on in New York between Gun Owners of America and the NRA in the state of New York right now for just that reason. And
I'm hoping it works out for everyone.
We'll see what happens with that. So, CW, you done anything besides casting with that new mold you got?
Oh, I did a bunch of reloading, a bunch of cleaning casings and prepping casings. I'm hoping to go to the range tomorrow. I just got an email here I was just looking at. We're going to go tomorrow morning, so that's good. I got to load up some stuff after we get off the chat tonight. That's it. Just finalizing stuff. Our season opens on Wednesday.
What are you going to take your first day out?
I think I'm going to bring the 358. That one still doesn't have any blood on it. I want to break that one in.
There you go.
I'm okay.
Fuzz had a good comment on Willie's reason.
Who said what?
Hey, Fuzz, I got a good one for you. What's the cheapest deer meat? Nuts. They're under $1.
Right. They're under $1. That's funny. That is funny. I was going to say roadkill because it didn't take your grill out. You just pick up the meat.
Deer nuts.
You done anything gun related? Reloading, casting, powder coating?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. Anything at all.
You've been working on a kitchen. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Once I get that done, and now I'm cleaning up. Also, there's dust everywhere, so trying to clean all that up. It's like, and I still use the shop vac, and it's still got a mess everywhere.
Now, it's a never-ending story.
Did you go on Tin Man's chat?
No, I didn't. No, it was too late. Yeah, I
didn't even know he had one until I was talking to CW early, and CW said he had one. I was like,
yeah, I had an email notification. It was like for my time, it was like for 11 o'clock. I said, no, I'm too tired.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I don't even know what that means, Fuzz T4K.
For my deer nuts.
Oh, mercy.
There you go. Kyle, did you do anything gun related?
I did. I loaded up a bunch of 245 grain full lead taco bullets for the 44 Magnum to take with me up there into bear country because I didn't want anything to happen to either one of my girls. So I made sure that everything was handled just accordingly.
Yeah, and that picture of blue was beautiful you sent me.
Yeah.
Hey, JCM 45.
Hello, JCM.
We're glad to have you no matter how long you can stay. Hopefully you'll be back before we get done. mainly subsonic. Not done much of any casting, powder coating, loading, or shooting videos recently.
I saw his video there on. He did a short on deer jerky.
I love deer jerky.
Yep, good stuff.
I've got a bunch of bullets to powder coat. I was just waiting on the weather to get cold so it would happen.
Hey Willie, look at old guy's logo. Oh, he's gone. Sorry. There he is.
Oh yeah, I love the pug. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, I miss my Chow Chow. Man, do I miss that dog.
I missed the pictures of him.
I still got him. They still pop up on my computer, and I cry every once in a while about it. He gets a little tear from me every once in a while.
Oh, Critter, that sucks. You melted him in the oven. Oh no.
What'd he do?
I'm out on the back porch and it's dark. You can't see me anyway.
Walter had a great video. I liked that video he just had.
I got to do that.
Now, Jerry,
I
1911,
didn't get a
and Walter
notification.
were talking about their hollow points, and Jerry says he doesn't really care for the NOE hollow point, just the way it's set up. And he wanted to start going over to the M&P hollow points because the way the design is.
Yeah, the profile is different.
If he would just answer an email, M&P would be golden, you know?
He's busy.
But is he too busy to take our money?
NOE doesn't answer either.
And there's a lot of stuff out of stock too, you know?
Yeah, but Al, you can call him and someone will pick up the phone.
That's my only complaint that's my only complaint about my NOE hollow point mold is it's awkward under the pot.
Maybe I'm just complaining too much. It's just I want to give the guy my money, you know.
There's nobody. I had a big wheel just like that when I was that age, and I had a haircut. Matter of fact, that might be my picture.
Oh, come on. You guys remember the green machine?
I was just going to say that. With the
Right.
two levers.
The two levers? Oh, yeah.
You realize they came back out with the green machine back in the early 2000s, right?
Yes, sir. I bought one for my son, and he couldn't do it. And I laughed my ass off and took it back for money.
And
I
then
would have thought it would have been considered unsafe.
They came back out with it in the early 2000s, and they came back out with it again, and I think it was like 2010 or 2011. They tried to do it a couple of times.
They put airbags on it and everything.
Oh, it was kitted out, man. It was stupid.
Yeah, my parents couldn't afford a green machine. By the time I got to my big wheel, it was from my brother. There was no tread left. So Dad went out with some type of hot knife and cut treads into it. And there's nothing better than sliding into your garage, going sideways, pulling that brake and pitching the rear of that. Oh, it was just so much fun. Just so much fun. Big wheels or a blast.
They were great.
Lone Wolf, as a matter of fact, I did, and I bought. I'm gonna go get it and show y'all what I bought for Rigby. But first, the Crazy Scotsman. What did you do gun related this week?
Not a ton, man. I got packages, and I got packages, and I got packages, and I'm beyond thankful to everyone, CW, and everyone else. Yeah, I got lots of stuff, man. I got tons of stuff to do. I got the last part that I needed to switch over the Dillon, the 44 mag. So I'll be switching the Dillon over here in about a week or so. Yeah, I've just been super busy, man. But I got lots of stuff and lots more coming, and I got a couple other videos recorded already to go. So,
is that your 750 you still using?
650.
Oh, 650. Okay. That's right. You wanted a 750. Is that what you
Yeah,
wanted?
I still may at some point. I see Dylan's got them back in stock, and I may end up switching out at some point because the one guy still wants to buy the 650 from me. So it's a good possibility at some point we'll switch that out.
Good job.
But the only reason I want to switch it out because I like the primer system better on the 750. So
Okay, y'all, everybody all together. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Hey, Mario. Mucho homo. Si, Simon, mucho homo.
Nobody's intentionally ignoring you, Mario. You know we love you, brother.
I called him
Never.
out.
Hey,
No, I did.
I texted him yesterday. Happy Adventures Day. I mean, I didn't ignore Mario. He's my pal. I sent it to Kyle, and I sent it to every vet I know.
750 is more gooder.
Mario has a 750, doesn't he? Or does he have a 550?
he's got a 550, I think.
I may upgrade to a 750, but I'm not getting rid of the 550.
I was going to say, I got a home for that 550.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the only reason I want to switch it out is because the primer system is a little bit better on the 750. But I already have someone that wants to buy the 650, so that's the only reason I'm willing to do it. Because literally, it's going to cost me about $250, $300 to get the 750. So
Awesome.
it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Good comment, Thorzex. But Brandon's not going to care.
Probably not.
Because
So-
we're safer now that he's our president.
We're,
I feel
and
warm and goodly, don't you?
we're gonna have to start a Let's Go Brandon chat here in a little bit.
You all
I got-
start going
hey.
there, I'm going to have to bail out because I'm not going to be able to keep it PG.
I have my Let's Go Brandon shirt on order. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm getting up because I know we don't talk politics, so I'm off of it.
There's a question. ARM 750 is basically a 650 with the 550 primer system, isn't it?
Correct, it is. The primer system is basically the 550 primer system. And I like that better because there's less issues with that system than there is with the 650. With the 650, especially when you start up, it may take a dozen strokes or so before you actually pick up a primer. With the 550 priming system, it's more reliable and you have a lot less issues. So that's really the only reason I want to switch it over. As far as the press itself, I have no issues with the press. It's just the primer system.
I'm pretty happy with my old 450, but I have thought about getting the replacement roller bearing it has for something with a priming system I see on their website, but I just don't know if I'm going to spend the money for it.
So as far as like upgrades to a 650 or a 750, the 750 is basically an upgraded 650, which you can do all of that stuff yourself. And it'll cost you roughly about $150 or so. And that's the roller bearings and all the rest of it. It's well worth to do the upgrades on them. But like I said, the 750 is basically the 650 upgraded with the primer system switched around to the 550.
On Edward Petty's comment, I'm in the same boat. The only thing I load on my 550 is just large primer, anything. All my rifles, 45s, 45 Colts, that kind of stuff. All of that is on my 550, and I've got plenty of other presses to load everything else. As a matter of fact, I probably got a press for each caliber.
Yeah, you do have quite a bit of presses in that house.
There's one thing we need to discuss, but before we get to that, let's go back to what we were talking about just before we went live. And I saw CW mention it on his channel about about powder coat. Willie, what were you saying something, and Scotsman was saying something?
I talked with Bulldog today, and he was, I don't know, getting a tire fix or something like that, and he saw a guy's shirt saying that the powder coats for a living, and the gentleman stated that when you add your powder coat to, say, your bag or your container, if you're going to use one of these little container to put bullets in, and you shake it and all that stuff, the powder that comes left over is, you might be able to use it one more time, but after that, it's already given all the material it's going to give. The rest of it's junk. Just throw it away. It's not worth using.
Well,
You
the powder I have there is junk then. Okay.
You will contaminate the powders. And the guy says if you switch between different powders, there might be different elements that are going to fight against you, he said. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I've mixed all kinds of, you get a little of this and a little of that, and you mix them together and they work, but they don't work that good. Different material, exactly. Yeah. Now, I always do 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Even if it says 350 for 10, I do 400 for 20, and I haven't been bitten wrong. But that's what the gentleman told Bulldog. So I brought it up.
I can tell you, we powder coat all our tanks, and these tanks are commercial tanks, if anyone's wondering. So if you guys are out there and you don't know, I work in a steel plant. We make commercial tanks. Propane, gas cylinders, so on and so on. And we powder coat all of them. Any powder coat that does not actually stay on the tank is waste and is not good for anything. So what Willie's talking about is a legit thing.
You're using my foreign and domestic cut.
You gotta be careful, because basically once it starts going towards that product, no matter what you put it on, it's trying to gain static and stick to the product. So whatever falls off, there's a lot of issues with the powder coat sitting there. So it's not something that's really going to be technically usable. So generally we just toss all of that when we're done with it.
So if I powder coated, let's say 1,000 bullets in one day, whatever's left over, I toss it.
You shouldn't really have large amounts of powder left over anyway, because you probably have too much and you're affecting how well it powder coats if you do.
That's what I was just going to say. You told me that, Brian, and once you told me that, I stopped putting that extra scoop in, just because I'm thinking I need just that little extra to make sure it's covered. And it's surprising how much coverage you can get with just a little bit of powder.
Yeah. And better. You can always add a little more and still shake it a little more. But if you got too much in there, it's like there's only so much static you can create. If you got too much powder, it kind of dissipates the static and then it doesn't stick well. And then when you do dump it out, I mean, if it's really bad, you shouldn't really change different powders and colors in there, because you're going to contaminate, and not so much that it's not going to work, but you're going to taint your colors, especially if you got lighters and darkers. So what I'll do is, and I just did it the other day, I had like 8 containers, and it was a color I hadn't used in a while. There was just a tiny little bit in there. I just dumped it out and washed all the containers, and I put them back on the top shelf upside down so I knew there was nothing in them. And then if I want to do a different color or a color I haven't used or a new color, I just grab a new jug.
That's what I use my vibrating tumbler. Vibrating tumbler for. I take all the leftover powder, put it in there. If it sticks, it sticks. If it don't, I throw it away and keep on going.
Yeah, CW is the one who told me that. Put your powder in a bag with your bullets. Throw it inside your vibratory tumbler that we don't use technically anymore, unless you're doing old school walnut and corn tumbling. Let it vibrate, and it'll coat. It really works really good. I was surprised how good it coats the bullets. Now, you will eventually sometimes rip a hole in the bag and the powder will get in your tub and you need to wipe it out, but it works surprisingly well. And then again, Brian CW being so nice, he sent me these like 12 ply bags that you got to have gorilla strength to peel the damn thing apart on top to get it unseal. Man,
Well,
I like that idea.
I started doing that before they came up with that put it in the bag idea. My vibratory tumbler is just it's very rainbowish. There's greens and reds and blues and pinks and whites.
Oh no, I did the same thing, Kyle. I used to put the powder just with the bullets in them, let them bounce around. But then it's like you want to change colors, you have all this mess to clean up. So with the bag, you don't have to worry about the big cleanup unless you ripped a hole in it. I just thought it was a great idea that CW told me, and I liked the hell out of it.
Mr. Pollard, that would be a negative. Yeah.
I got a barrel one time. It was a Walther P22 barrel, and the guy was shooting the old Thunder, whatever that Remington ammo was. I call it Thunder Turds, but that's not what it's called. I forget the name of it anyway. But I have never seen such a leaded barrel. It was about 20 caliber when you look down it. I soaked it in a couple different things, and I pushed a tight patch through, and I had worms coming out the end of that barrel. Worms of lead.
Oh my God.
Dang.
It was insane the amount of leading that was in that barrel. I don't know how it fired. Look at that puppy dog.
Mm-hmm. Let me say hi. Over here, go over here.
Oh, is it pupper time?
Let me say hi. Look at the camera.
Oh, little poochie. He's like, put me down, Dad. I'm gonna bite your ass.
It's a pupper time.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Maybe one day we'll have a dog chat. Everybody bring the puppy dogs.
Just over a year since I lost Roxy now.
Yeah.
Is it a year already?
Famous?
November 6th.
You want to be famous? Come here.
Damn, Brian, I'm sorry. I didn't think it's been that fast already.
Yep, November 6th.
Wow. My goodness, I'm sorry, my friend. Man, time just slips. That's why I couldn't believe I looked on my phone and I saw that I put in my phone on that date that Mike Treen was gone. And that's what I was in Walgreens line. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm just going to do something really fast to talk about Michael because I want everyone to remember Mike Treen. I don't want no one ever to forget about him. So it's not like I was saying, hey, look at me, I remember. I just wanted people to remember him. And it was just like, it just seems like yesterday we were talking to each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Air Force Ed and C-Max and everyone. It just seems like yesterday I was talking to them.
No, and I'm glad you did, Willie, because I didn't realize it had been a year already. And maybe it's just because I've been dealing with everyone else and so on and so forth. But I didn't realize it had been a year already.
What I'm starting to realize is we're having to remember a lot of people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Too many.
Too many good friends. Mr. Holster and everything else. It's just too many good friends, you know. I'm just blessed to be able to meet most of you suckers out there, and hopefully I get to meet, you know, the other gentlemen I haven't, like Julio and Brian and, you know, AR. I like to meet AR. And, you know, yeah, road trip. That's right. I feel very blessed to have known I've shaken most of your guys' hand. And I get kind of jealous when I hear other people like Single Shot met Jamie and everyone and CW, geez, CR, geez, what a moron. You know, CW. Telling you, what a basket head.
So what are you working on today, Willie?
45 ACP.
Okay.
I'm just loading everything up I can because
What bullet you doing, Willie?
it's the Lee 452 232R. That bullet It does not matter the length of the case at all. Doesn't matter. The ogive of that bullet is so skinny that it feeds, and it feeds religiously.
Mm.
I don't know if I can get it to look better or not, but that's it. It works, and it's sorry.
Okay.
That tumble design.
Yep.
And the meat plat on it, it feeds right in,
Mm.
It's no problem.
It sounds like we got a cat getting raped in the neighborhood.
Kyle, stop raping the cat.
I was gonna say, man, that's TMI, buddy.
No, it trust me, if it was right here, you'd know it. That thing's halfway across the neighborhood.
Okay. Leave Baloo alone.
Oh no, she screams a lot louder than that.
Shut up.
Got him.
I got a glimpse, G, of Hornady's funnel kit, if that's what you mean. I think it is. I just got a glimpse of it. I hadn't had I hadn't got a chance to really look at it. But something I do want to bring y'all's attention to is this. Let me see if I can. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this thing. Most of you are probably familiar with it, or have at least taken a look at it.
Even got Baloo inside the house wanting to get out of here. Yeah, there's a couple of Toms raising Cain.
All right, so I got an issue with this press.
I can't even see it. There it is.
I have a major issue with this press, and some of you may disagree with me. Here's the issue I got with this thing. This thing is a one operation, lock it in place, and run what you're doing on that one operation, and then unlock it, turn it to the next operation, lock it in place, and then continue. That's a very slow process. Is it something that is going to be super defined? Yeah. If you're going for super accurate rifle ammo, maybe this is a press for you. But if you're trying to work at a decent pace and get a lot accomplished, probably not the press for you.
It is geared totally to the precision rifle shooter community, like F Class John and those Eric Cortina and those guys, and it's all about that precision stuff.
I also have an issue with the price.
That's what I was thinking.
Because if you
buy $10.50 for that.
if you look at the price of this, essentially what you're buying here is you're either buying a Redden, or you're buying a Lyman turret press. The only difference is this locks in place and it's solid. That's the only difference.
I don't really have a whole lot of problems with accuracy out of my Dillon 550.
So for what you're spending here, which is what is that, 12 something? I can't see it.
17?
Yeah.
1,200. Yeah.
$1,200.
Just say 1,200. Your Lyman, for example, is around $250, and turret heads are $50 to $60 a piece. You can get a lot of turret heads and make a lot of different ammo.
My Lyman wouldn't hold good.
No, chill out.
Good numbers. I was varying by almost 10,000.
And Tin Man makes a good point too. That's $200 more than a Dillon 750 with a case feeder. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That's apples and oranges.
It's a lot of money for essentially a single stage press.
Yeah, I got a rock chucker right here. I got for $50. It'll do the same job. I got to change the die every time. I bet you I could probably do the same ammo with this $50 rock chucker as he could with that, but he could do it faster than me.
I was really paying close attention to that new Frankfurt Arsenal that I got, and I was able to hold 1.5 thousandths easily without even really trying. Where that Lyman was, like I said, it was 7 or 8 thousandths all day long.
So Jamie, you're showing this press. Is there anything in particular you like about it that you're showing it for any particular reason, or?
Well, one of the things that was shocking to me is I'm not going to deny the build quality. The machining is fantastic. I don't argue with that. But on the same piece of paper right here, it's showing a Lee 4-hole classic turret press for a $189.99, the Brassmith 8-station turret lineman press for $259.99, and the T7 Reading press for $369.99. So basically, my point was, if you're that into precision rifle, um, and with the point you made, Scotsman, about having to lock it, unlock it, and turn it around and all that kind of stuff, yeah, why not just use a really high quality single stage press like what CW's talking about, like I think Thorzak said earlier, the L.E. Wilson, and or that kind of stuff. And yeah, Lee Loader has won matches, and I guarantee you one thing, Tin Man, with that Lee Loader, they were using the Lee scoops too. They were measuring their powder by volume, not by weight. So my thing was I can't believe that people would actually pay that much money for what they're talking about. And
Yeah, it's insane to me. I've seen a couple of videos on it from some people in our community who are well respected, and I've met them in person and like them a lot. But the press just isn't worth it. It's really not. To me, it's not. Again, you can get a Lyman, you can get a T7. There's a lot more you can do for a hell of a lot less.
I tell you what, man, you're going to have to go some to beat the run out from just from the Lee 4-hole turret press.
Yeah, there was Jamie. Remember that one time because I have the Hornady concentricity gauge on my 4-hole turret press with just 308 didn't do anything to brass, 0.5 thousandths to 1 thousandths run out of a 4-hole Lee turret press. So if you can do that with that, why am I going to drop that type of money?
And for anyone out there that's wondering, your basic Lee 4-hole turret press, the basic model is like $90.
There's a big difference there, though.
$90 versus what is it, almost $1,300.
The Lee will not cam over.
Oh, true. You're right.
You'll change your run out just by a forceful press versus a nice easy press. Handle stroke.
Which is true.
It's absolutely true. There's no cam over.
Is it really worth?
You don't need to spend a pile. Is your point, and the point is still valid.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Is it really worth that extra $1,100?
Yeah, just about anybody's, including Lee's, all cast single stage, Pacifics, Hornadies, RCBSs, Reddings, any of them. They're solid. You're not going to have any serious amount of run out with any of those presses.
When I want really high quality, only thing I have is I go back to my rock chucker. Yeah. I can cam over on it, and it does there's blue. I do everything I want on it. But I was surprised that the 4-hole turret press did that. I just kept doing round after round showing Jamie, and I'm like, holy crap, I can't believe it did this good. Yeah. Out of a Lee 4-hole turret press, Because
long
I'm
as you
thinking,
run
man,
it
I'm wasting my time doing the rock chucker if I can get this out of this press,
if you're running your arm the same and you can be really consistent, you get pretty good results. It's not a strike against it. It's just, if you read the box, it's not made for
Oh,
rifle
sure.
chuck. It's
Absolutely.
made for pistol. So it's not
Absolutely.
talking about shoulders.
Absolutely. I agree. But I was just surprised that it did it. I mean, I was just like, am I wasting my time going over to the rock chucker when I could do it so much faster on this one? But then again, I was shooting them out of an AR-10, so it's not like I need super, super accurate rounds when I'm playing at the range.
Okay, go back, CW. I couldn't understand what you said. If you read the box, what are we talking about?
The that 4-hole turret Lee value press that we got, it says right on it, not designed for rifle cartridges. It's actually a little bit shorter or a little bit taller, I forget which it is, than the regular Lee 4-hole. But it says right on the box.
Yeah, I think on their on that they made two of them at one point. And so if you want to do rifle cartridge, you gotta pick the other model, something like that. That was a little taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do rifle, you're supposed to go with the not the value, but the actual cast.
Yeah, and it says it on their website somewhere. I read it one time.
There's a classic and a
Value.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
the
value.
There's the value, and then the classic cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the classic was for rifle and the value was for pistol, something like that.
Good point.
Jerry,
Yeah,
you got to
could
run
be.
them side by side, and you will see the difference. Absolutely.
Yeah, my press was made in '68, I think it said, when I ran the numbers, and the one I sent to Jamie was like '69 or '70, And the junior, I don't know when that one was made. Sent to G23. I never ran the numbers on that one.
There's Mike Hester. What's up, Rebel?
Oh, but
Rebel.
one, I don't mean to interrupt you. I called Lee again, and I was trying to order some parts. They're getting to the point they're no longer going to honor warranty parts. You're going to have to pay for everything. Because they were trying to charge me for stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's free. It's always been free. All you do is pay the shipping. Oh, we're getting away from that. We're going to start charging for the parts.
Oh wow!
And I was like, oh well, thanks for telling me. I can let people know. I was kind of shocked because it went from $7 for shipping. Now it's $15 for shipping.
Yeah.
Even though the box came and it said $6.50 for shipping. And I told them, like, look, I got the box right here. Number one, you misshipped me the item and you charged me double for shipping. What's up with that? Oh, that's just how we do it now. I'm like, okay.
Now, isn't RCBS, I believe, is doing the same? Now they're charging for parts.
RCBS, you can no longer order and pay for parts for RCBS. Dead Horse tried to order and honestly said, hey, I lost some parts. I want to buy them. They said, warranty only from now on. They will not sell. Echo can tell you more about it. Echo was with the Dead Horse. He knew more about it.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, Cranky's got a question out there. Cranky, either a 20 or 24 inch. I wouldn't go any less than 20. If you can afford to do a 24-inch barrel, do a 24-inch barrel.
What caliber is he talking about? I don't see
224 Valkyrie.
224 Valkyrie.
I know nothing about that caliber.
So
Cranky.
224 Valkyrie and 6.5 Grendel are real close together. I originally did a 6.5 Grendel build, I don't know, about 2 years ago. And I had a lot of accuracy issues, and it was mainly to do with the barrel. And I contacted the manufacturer of the barrel. We won't go there. And I talked to them, and this was something that was a known issue. And even though I'd worked with them a lot in the past, for some strange reason, they refused to work with me. And So I ended up just getting rid of the barrel, and I went ahead
Gave me the bolt carrier group,
and I did give you the boat carrier group, and
and I mucho appreciated.
I ended up buying a 224 Valkyrie barrel instead, and I've had nothing but good luck with 224 Valkyrie. And
Part of the issue there is the design of the cartridge originally. The Grendel had such a history. There was different heads, different bolt heads for them, and then they had the LBC, and there was a couple of different cartridges. So the Valkyrie came out, and it was just the Valkyrie. That was all it was. It's the only way it was made. That's it. Kind of like the 3855. It had a lot of problems because Winchester was quarreling with Marlin. One wouldn't have the other one's name on there, so they were using different diameter bores. It gets all fudged up. So that's the reason the Valkyrie was good, because they knew about the problems with the Grendel, and they made it just like this. This is the only way it was made, so there's no more problems. The Grendel would have been the same, but there's too many irons in the fire, so to speak.
Now, was at one point 224 Valkyrie had a problem with primer pocket issues at one time?
Well, it's a barrel burner. It's really pushing things. It's got a lot of little issues with it. It's really claim to fame as long bullets at range, and it really didn't do a whole lot better for what you got than what was out there. It's kind of a niche kind of caliber.
It's an odd caliber, but I'll tell you, I've had nothing but good luck with it. I like the caliber. It's been nothing but reliable for me.
I think the arc is its death stroke,
and very accurate for me. And there's a lot of people that say the arc.
I think you hit the mic button there, Scotsman.
Yeah. I thought the screen froze or something.
You muted yourself.
I haven't loaded for it yet, but I have the dies. I have all the stuff to do it. So I'm hoping when I actually start to load for it, I'll get a heck of a lot more accuracy, which should, and generally should be right.
Now, is that for the ARC or the 224 Valkyrie?
For the Valkyrie.
Okay.
So I've had good luck with it so far, but I haven't loaded for it yet. So when I load for it, obviously I expect more accuracy. So, but I've had really good luck with just for factory rounds. So I know a lot of people have complaints here and there with it. I've had nothing but good luck with it so far.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people like the ARC. They really like that ARC, but I'm not jumping on a new caliber to start loading for another caliber, Granted, I went with the Grendel, and the only reason I went with the Grendel is I swapped barrels with somebody. So that's the only reason I went with the Grendel.
These calibers are PRC calibers. The claim to frame there is they're really no more or less accurate considerably than anything else. They have a lot less recoil. They're pushing a high BC long bullet at some serious ranges, and you don't get scope blackout. There's a lot in that game that's just not something that a hunter or just a regular shooter really thinks about a lot. So they're a neat caliber, and they're great for what they are, but you got to know they're a specialized thing built for that game.
No, I know that the 6 ARC was
fun with them, but they're like if
made for the military.
If you live in Georgia, you don't need one.
The 243 does everything they'll do with more recoil, and that's the big thing for these shooters, because the 243 recoils so much you get scope blackout, and then you can't see where your hits are, and when you're walking bullets in because you don't know a range, it's a different game. So that's part of the big thing about those.
Let me answer Drew's question. So Drew, basically 223 and 556, it's a pressure issue. 556 is your military round, if you would, versus 223. It's a slightly higher pressure. That's all it is. The case itself, the cartridge itself, there's not a whole lot of difference. There's a little
dimensionally, it's identical.
There's a little bit of neck size difference, but not by much. It's minimal.
Dimensionally, they're identical. The throat, not the case at all. It's the throat, the lead in the barrel.
Okay,
It's a little
sorry, the throat, but
Yeah.
it's basically a little bit
What you
higher.
can't do, what you
basically a
can't
little
do is
higher
fire
pressure.
5.56 ammo out of a 223 chambered barrel.
No,
You can, you shouldn't.
You should.
Well,
No,
you
again,
can for a second, yeah.
because it's higher pressure, but you can use the same dies. The die is not going to affect it.
I'll give you the exact reason, and that is number one. 223 is SAMI. Military doesn't use SAMI. SAMI specs for cartridges, all commercial cartridges. They're checked for pressure in the chamber at the brass. CUP, have you heard that term? Copper units of pressure. It's tested in the chamber. So when you fire the gun, before that bullet leaves the case, it creates pressure. The powder expands and creates pressure, and it's measured. The military is tested in the barrel. So as the bullet leaves the case, goes through the throat into the chamber, it's red. So now you've got virtually at least 50% more volume. So they're reading 50,000 cup or 50,000 PSI at a barrel sensor, not at a chamber sensor. So if you fired that in a 223, you're going to be, who knows what, 60, 70,000 PSI, which is why you can't fire or shouldn't fire a 5.56 in a 223. But the cartridge is identical. The lead in the barrel, that's the portion from the chamber into the rifling, is different on a 223. And it works that way because of the pressure.
Now, getting back to that arc, I thought it was designed for the military snipers. They wanted a longer range bullet, less recoil. Like you're saying, you could stay on the scope and see splash for impact. That's what I thought it was designed for. I could be wrong, but everything I read, that's what they said they designed it for.
It would be an advantage for that, for sure.
Mm-hmm. They wanted that long bullet to go way in the hell out there and have decent impact, and to be able to stay on the scope.
Well, a long bullet is going to remain stable, or should remain stable longer.
Should, yeah. I mean, it interests me, but I have no use for it. I mean, I can shoot 1,000-yard range. I have one an hour and a half away from me, but it's just, I can break up my 257 Ackley and do the exact same thing and already have the gun and already load for it,
Yeah, Critter, the Wild is just a different chamber. It's kind of like a hybrid of both of them, but basically it's a longer throat than a 223, which helps drop pressures a little bit of the 5.56. And a Wildy, or Wild, however you pronounce it, is going to be safe to fire either one.
I just don't see the point in. I think it was either Cranky or Fuzz said it earlier, not to branch too far away from normal calibers. That way you can find ammo for it or components to reload the ammo.
Sure. I can see that. Because believe me, if stuff went really bad, some of these calibers you're going to have a hard time finding parts for.
Yeah, anything.
But your standard 308, 30-06, or maybe even 243 and 3030, you're going to find parts for those.
Oh yeah, but it's plentiful out there still,
Exactly. You get these niche little calibers, you might have a hard time unless you have a mold for it.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree, Mike. A little different twist, but yep, I agree.
CW's new videos got me wanting to go get another muzzle loader like I used to have.
I've been thinking about the same thing, but you know what, Kyle? What I've discovered is you can't find the percussion caps, just like you can't find primers for rifle, pistol, or shotgun.
Right.
Did you put another video out today I didn't see?
I was gifted some maxi ball molds and a old school dipper pot.
Cool.
I made a little video to thank him.
Well, see, I made a joke with Echo and Dead Horse because when primers ran out, I said, I'm just going to go buy me an old flintlock and go to the range, make my own black powder and have fun. I haven't done it as of yet, but I still want to do it. I still want to buy one just so I can make my own stuff at home with, root medicine, root killer, and all that crap. Make my own black powder charcoal and everything, and have fun.
Yeah, Lone Wolf's Revenge. I will check that out as soon as the chat is over with. I meant to watch it earlier this week, but man, it's been a week.
It has been that. Right before we go to the halftime break, what does everybody think about all the gun manufacturers leaving the Northeast?
Where are they going to?
Free states.
Well, I applaud that all the way.
Okay. Smith & Wesson is moving to Tennessee, and they've already started breaking ground on their 200 and I think it's 64-acre property where they're going to have corporate offices and a manufacturing plant. Kimber has left New York, and they're going to Troy, Alabama. And Remington Arms is leaving New York and coming to LaGrange, Georgia.
Yep.
You know what I like about that? There's going to be lots of people going to be able to get a good job that they might be able to feed their family with and retire on. That's what I like.
When y'all come visit me, we can all go tour the Remington factory. It's not that far away.
I want to go check out that new hot rod museum by your house.
Yeah, it's not quite done yet. Or at least I don't think so. I don't go that way often, except when I go to get dog food, which is once every 2 months.
Jamie and I were checking it out on my way out of there.
So apparently G23 just broke the story of a court stage. I don't know what that's all about. I don't do
Where you at? I don't see it.
Let me back up. Yeah.
Fifth Circuit just stayed. Yeah. The Fifth Circuit, which is out of Louisiana, put the kibosh on Biden's vaccine mandate.
All right, we're here to talk about Reload, and we're not here to talk about politics. Move on.
Yep.
Please, and thank you. Move on. I don't want to get into it.
All right. Yes, GGW. I did say LaGrange, Georgia.
Okay, reloading. Let's go.
All right, man.
That's what I'm doing.
I keep going back and keep going back and going back, and it just keeps popping down all the way to the beginning of the show. I'm going to go back to 823, and we'll move forward from there. So we got Kyle Lusk on the panel. We got GGW Reloading, Lakeview Outdoors, Jerry 1911, Cranky Cletus, Fuzz T4 Gate, James Pollard, Lakeview Outdoors, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog, G23, Cranky Cletus, Lead Bullet Junkie, Lone Wolf's Revenge, Mr. James Pollard, CW Longshot is on the panel, Lakeview Outdoors, already said him, didn't I? K24, Walks Fletcher, Harm, what's up, my brother? Tim S. Broke Loader. We really want Broke Loader to come on our live stream one of these nights.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
Mr. Jason Stewart. We got Thor's Axe. What's up, Dave? How you doing? G23.
Sharinda's in the house.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Really?
Hi, Sharinda. If
There
you want
she
on,
is.
let me know. I'll come off for you, Pink Shears, if you want on, baby. We haven't seen you in a while.
So we got Willie Bulletman in the panel. As if y'all didn't know that, right?
Yeah, I talked too much. Sorry.
It's great to have Ocean's 374 with us tonight, too, guys. I don't have him.
I'm just glad he is normal and not how he was before. Because
That's
trust
right.
me, guys, if you saw that, you're probably having nightmares just like I am.
What did you dress up as? I didn't see it.
I
I
didn't
didn't
either.
think it just dressed as a broad.
As a blonde, okay, I need a picture. I need you to send me that picture.
Okay, time out, man. I'm going through the side chat. We'll get to all that here in a second. We got the Man of 10. We got GGW Reloading. And we got Edward Petty, Signal Soldier 31, Thorzak's, Mr. Pollard again, Tin Man again, Lead Bullet Junkie, G23 again, Walks Fletcher, and Harm again. Echoes Reloading Chamber. What's going on, buddy? Broke Loader again. Harm. Cranky Cletus. What's going on, man?
Preacher's in the house.
All right, I'm gonna have to fire you, Jamie.
I know. Drew Bradley. Reloader 762. Mike Hester. It just kept going back and kept going back. I ain't kidding you, man. They've got it now so you can go all the way back to the beginning of the show with the comments.
Well, I'm gonna have to show you something offline so that you're not repeating so much. It's not a bad thing, but
And by the way, we have the crazy Scotsman in the panel as well.
Ignore me. I'm just a jackass. But hi.
Ram 4x4.
We have Preacher.
Paul Loud. Drew Bradley. Big E. And Big E's got to get something done. Big E, if you need me, call me, bro. Ram 4x4. Critter 9A. Yeah, this is crazy.
A question: has anybody heard of Georgia Boy? He's been pretty quiet lately.
Yeah,
Bobby
he commented the
Barlow.
other day on one of mine.
Lead Bullet Junkie again.
I think I'm going to delete Cranky's comment.
Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog.
Oh, Jamie, here in a little bit, you got to put Cranky's comment up there.
We got Magnum Worship. What's going on, buddy? Uncle John. Pink Shears Surrender. Hey. Did I say Reloader 762?
Yeah, a couple times.
79 Z28 car, just some guy.
Who's dinging?
Someone's blowing up right now. I thought that was my phone.
Yeah, they're making me mad. I don't even know who this is.
Not
Uncle
me.
John, what's going on? Jerry 1911. Preacher's Day Off, what's up? And I think that's everybody. If I didn't call your name, put a comment. There's MCK sneaking off from work to come watch us. Hey, Miss Renda. Preacher's Day Off. Drew Bradley. And he's got an arc. The preacher has an arc. Yeah, I think I'm going to hunt with my 350 Legend in the morning, preacher. If I get to go.
That's because I asked you to do it. You don't have to do it, Jamie.
It needs some blood under it, man.
I got you.
It ain't killed one yet. Okay, now, Kyle, what comment do you want me to put up?
Scroll back up to Cranky Cletus, not the last comment that he made, but the one before that. You'll see it when you see it. It's up a minute. For me, it's 4 inches up in the side chat.
You see a time? Give him a time.
I don't have a time, sir. I don't see that.
Mine has times right next to him.
Mine does not. All I've got is block or
2100, 9 o'clock.
That would be it.
that's it.
That's
Like
the
I
one.
said, you'll know it when you see it.
Can I just respond to Cranky? Cranky, I like you. You're a good brother, but with all due respect, go fuck yourself.
He even whispered it. Sorry, preacher. I knew it was coming. I should have warned you.
I was trying to be
even
respectful of
whispered it.
Jamie and others.
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
Thank you. My virgin ears never heard that word before, so thank you so much.
Good Lord, the gang's all here. Oh man, got 5 dogs, 6 kids. Goodness gracious.
Still got the clan with you, huh?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that. They're good people.
they doing great. They're doing me right. So
Hey, Cranky, I've got a 350 Legend, but I don't know anything bad or good to say about 224 Valkyrie.
Yeah, no.
And I wish I could. I just don't. The only thing I know about 224 Valkyrie is Johnny's Reloading Bench was on there complaining about how hard it is on the brass.
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was going to say. That
No.
JRB had a rough time with it.
It sounds like we have a project coming up for the Georgia Shooting Connection, which means you're going to get a 224 Valkyrie rifle to try out.
How fun could that be? That's what I'm talking about.
So
Why would you say no? Why would you say
we'll
no?
get that figured out, but it sounds like we need to make that happen. Which I can make that happen.
So I love my 350 Legend. You shoot an AR with a 270 grain slug. Yeah, okay. That thing cooks. And it's all CW's fault.
Mine was beautiful.
Preacher, I was trying to be nice. I whispered my comment just for you, and then you went there. Really?
What did he say?
I can just go full on Scotsman, but I was trying to be nice for you, man.
No, do not do that.
I was trying to be respectful of the chat and respectful of you, and then you went there.
It was very respectful and very comical, and I knew it was coming.
Okay. All right. We're men right here, and we're talking about 350 Legend sighting in, getting blood on a 6mm arc. And here Pink Shear's Surrender comes up. I got a 7mm rim mag and a Ruger Mark 7 M77 Mark II. Yeah.
Yeah, you rock, girl. You rock.
I had the exact same rifle, and I loved it. I lost it in my divorce.
I have one chambered in 30-06, and it's it was made in 1988 also. It's got the pink, the orange butt pad, and it's got the Tang safety. I love that Tang safety, by the way. That's just.
Can I bring up one thing real quick?
That's the 77, not the Mark II, though.
So if you guys don't follow Sharanda on Instagram, you should, and get your butt over there and do so. And yeah, I'm telling you right now, get your butt over there and go follow her.
Those groundhogs are hilarious.
Sharonda's doing a lot of stuff out there, and unfortunately, she's not making a lot of videos, but she does post a lot on Instagram. And for those of you out there, especially the women out there that are watching, you should go check her out and definitely follow
Hell
her.
yeah. Hell yeah. She does a lot with women and amputee women and everything else. She rocks.
And she can cuss me out if she wants to. That's okay, because whatever.
I've been rather entertained with her Instagram posts, and she posts a lot. Yes, we know you drink coffee.
Oh yeah, she loves her.
But
You see that look? She goes,
what you're doing with the shooting community over there, or what you're doing with the shooting community and posting over there is amazing stuff.
Hey, can you throw up 10 Man's comment? 10 Man, for you, I'll make a video. And we'll find out.
Oh, my Lord.
Just for you, brother.
I'd use a shoestring or something.
Don't worry, I'll use someone else's firearm. I ain't going to use mine.
Hey,
I
Dave,
love my M77.
Dave, we've had this conversation before, brother.
I think you should use Daniel's. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Mike. Come on.
I love seeing her gophers or groundhogs, wherever those damn things are, outside her window, and she wants to walk out and just blast it.
So, I'm sorry, Wheeler, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done. I'm just saying I love Shrinda. She's the best.
Yeah, I miss her being on the show. We got to get her back on here if she can put up with us. Probably can't. That's probably why she ain't been on here for a while. Tell me what you were saying, CW, about the M77.
The M77 was a Tang. The Mark II was a more like a Winchester safety. So the old school Ruger was a Tang. The S77 was a Tang safety.
You guys are probably going to hate me, but the only safety I have on a bolt gun is the bolt in the up position. Once I drop that bolt, it's time to go bang. If not, the bolt's up and it can't go bang. Or at least mine hasn't ever. Maybe I'm stupid. This is how I feel. If I'm in position to shoot, my bolt is in the up position, it's not going to go bang.
Okay, 10 Man, I got to tell you, brother. I know how you are about cranky. I know Pink Shears. I know Scotsman. We all love our good coffee. That community coffee right there is hard to beat. I'm telling you guys.
Okay, what is this community coffee? I must have missed something.
It's in a red package, and it ain't the cheapest one on the market, but
I'll spend money on coffee, dude. I don't care how much coffee costs if it's good coffee.
Who's it made by again?
Community?
Community.
Yeah. It is community?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tin Man, you're right. He did a great video.
Well, CW got one too, man.
I heard that Walter got an amazing video out, but I never got a notification for it.
Oh, y'all
CW's bullets fall out like water. Break that sprue plate and they just fall right out. Don't even have to open the mold.
Satan shoots a Henry lever gun in 224 Valkyrie. Dang it, preacher.
He's been talking to Georgia boy again, ain't he? No, that's one thing they clash on. That and predestination, predetermination, but we won't get into that.
Matter of fact, Kyle, have you ever found my hollow point pin yet?
No, and we have cleaned that porch 14 times. That thing just disappeared. I think one of the dogs ate it.
That's a damn shame.
Did you ever get it replaced?
Nope. He won't
Will they
answer
do
emails.
that?
Yeah, if he'll ever answer an
Dang it.
email so I can buy one.
I mean, it can't be more than $3. I'll pay for it.
No, I'm not worried about anyone paying for it. I'm just trying to get it.
You can't get it ordered. They don't show them as an accessory on his website. The pins are there.
We have looked. Me and David have looked several times for it. Oh Lord, there goes the neighborhood.
What's the matter?
Hey,
We got the man, the myth, and the legend. Mr. Chico has showed up.
Well, let me get off of here so he can come on. Here, I'm gonna sign off so Chico can come on.
You got
Bye, guys.
He's able to come on, man.
Good night, Willie.
Let me know, Chico. If you can come on, I'll gladly sign off.
Oh, he's backstage.
All right. Bye.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't see you. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Hey, Chico.
We're doing better.
Oh, CW, Kyle, Scotsman. Hey, brothers. Side chat. How y'all doing?
All right, now that Chico's here, you want to run down the live the side chat?
Kiss my foot.
Man, they were giving Jamie a bunch of flack about that, but I think he did a fantastic job.
Did he already do it?
Yeah, I was messing with him.
I just made a futile attempt at it, man. Chico, beware, brother. When you start backing up to do the side chat and then come down like we always have, it keeps going, man. You can go all the way back to the beginning now.
Oh, they've updated some settings, huh?
They've updated a few different things. So actually now, I don't know if you guys know, but they sent an email out about a day or 2 days ago. But you can add an admin or a co-host.
Yeah, we're going to be working on that this coming week.
Which gives someone else the rights to throw up comments and all of that stuff too, so they can help out. So if you're not 100%, we're all engaging each other and talking to each other. If someone sees a comment and they happen to be the admin or a co-host, they can pull that comment up and show it.
That's pretty cool.
It's about time they did something like that. Because I was trying to throw up a comment earlier and I was blocking.
I just wish that they would add more than one for free.
Yeah.
They want you to do a subscription and then on top of that pay for more for the extra people. Right. It's stupid.
So
I get it. Things cost money, but
I want to address this question I got highlighted. Tim S. wants to know why get a 350 Legend. I'm going to give you my take on it, and then we'll go through the panel and see what the other guys think. For one, it is 35 Remington, almost 35 Remington ballistic characteristics in a semi-automatic AR-15 style rifle. But it was mainly put out for these states who have straight wall rifle restrictions for deer hunting. CW, you want to add to that or correct that?
Nope, that's right. It was designed for states that are allowing centerfire rifles now in previous shotgun areas because of the limited power. But for me, it was an extenuation of the Maximum. I was a big, huge 357 Maximum fan since it came out. And the downfall of it really was the rim. Not the downfall, but the limitation of it was the rim and its length. It wouldn't fit in pistol caliber actions, and it was really short for a lot of the center fire actions. The rim limited it to single shots and stuff like that, or levers, because they don't feed well in bolt actions. So when they offered the Legend, in what we thought was a 223 case. I said, what could be better? You blow a 223 case, or you buy a straight 223 case, and you seat a 358 bullet and 357, 358 bullet, and you're great. But of course, we know now that Winchester fudged that all up with the making it a 355 and then designing the case over with the making it a rebated rim and expanding it. They said it was for feeding. It's a crock. It's all to make them more money because they wanted to sell proprietary ammunition and everything else. And they didn't realize that, or they did, and they didn't care. There was no 9mm rifle bullets. So hunters had nothing to use until they come out with their ammo. So it was like, it's just silly. I went from loving it to absolutely hating it to then realizing that, hey, I'm a cast bullet guy. It doesn't matter what diameter bullet it is. I can make anything I want. And I bought one of the first ones that was available in a bolt action. And it's a fun caliber. It shoots good. I like it. I mean, I got plenty of brass, and like everything else, the only limitation is primers. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. It picks up where the maximum left off, power-wise. As a matter of fact, I've found that I can use maximum data, and it runs about as a starting load in the Legend. It's a little rough on brass in the ARs if you push it, but in the bolt action, it's been fine. I can play with it a little bit more. You can seat it out a little bit longer as long as your magazines will allow it, and I've gotten some pretty good ballistics out of it. But I like it. I've shot a couple deer with it. It works good. It works just as good as the Maximum used to. I like now. Of course, you can buy bullets. I've been using Dennis Fury bullets, custom maker, and they're dynamite bullets. And they're very accurate, and they open up. And he can design thicknesses or materials, different core materials, different alloys. He does a whole pile of different stuff, and he's a great guy to deal with. That's my take on it.
There's another good question. What's the max range?
Depends on who you talk to. For me, it's about 200, 225. The foot per second stays pretty good, but the energy drops off to below what I want.
So it's essentially a semi-automatic 30-30.
Or 35 rem. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to a 35 rem.
I have no thoughts either way because I don't have one. I've never shot one. I've attempted to shot one, but we didn't shot.
We have less recoil. It's a nice little caliber. It's a nice one for younger people or more slight people who can't stand recoil. Yet it still delivers pretty good ballistics on game. It's certainly not a long range thing. You could smack steel with it at 300 or 400 yards, but you'd have a lot of elevation. But on game, right. It's only 200, 250 yards.
Yeah, you want to make certain of your impact point. Not like you're gonna get 7 shots of it, and you don't want to, just wound it and have it run off because, you got to go a half a mile before you can find the blood trail, and then Lord knows what happens after that.
Well, and that's an excellent topic to bring up since it is pretty much hunting season around most of the country right now, and it's typical. You'll see a lot of brand new shooters and new hunters. They'll go out, they'll buy a gun or buy a bow and expect to fire off 5-10 shots and they're ready to go to the woods. No, not at all. Please help educate these people and make sure they're safe and make sure they understand what they're doing when they go to the woods. So if you have someone in your area who's brand new and they want to go out hunting, they want to go shooting, whatever it may be, help them out. That's part of what we're supposed to do in this community. And, even if you're not a qualified instructor, you still have experience and you can help someone along the way. You don't have to be a qualified instructor to help someone. Yes, there's plenty of us that are qualified instructors, but and in all essence, all that means is simply that we went the extra mile took a few classes, did this and did that, and have a little extra behind us. Basically, we've shot more than you probably have. That's what it breaks down to. At the end of the day, we all have the experience. We can all help someone out.
Yep, true. It's 23 years, I think, for me, NRA instructor.
Buzz T48, why is 10 man so special? I'm just saying, everybody needs a Ruger 45 Colt.
44 Colt.
45 Colt.
Everyone does, man. I'll tell you, man. I'm so happy that I have Wile E. Coyote. If you guys haven't seen, please go check out that video. But I have Wile E. Coyote, which was Mr. Holster's 45 Colt Ruger Vaquero, and I tell you, what a beautiful piece! What
It
a
is.
beautiful firearm! What an excellent shooter! Super accurate, super nice trigger, and the fact that it was his and I was able to get it and continue on the legacy of it is just awesome.
Uh-oh, we lost Chico. Oop.
There he is back.
Difficulties.
Son playing on the computer, is he?
He's burning up the Wi-Fi, and it ain't even mine.
Where you at,
got it
Chico?
wrong.
I am south of my home, so I'm in Fairburn.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, but it was doing good, and I seen it. I was like, well, maybe it ain't the internet at the house. So I don't know, but he is on their Wi-Fi.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, so
You be sure and give him a fist bump for me. Been a minute since I've seen him. I guess
Carter, come here.
Since the pool's closed, you don't want to come over.
Can you throw up Fuzz's comment?
Yeah, I was just reading that.
Chico's frozen again.
Here's my thing about instructors, man. So I'm an instructor. So for those of you who don't know, I am an actual instructor. But here's my deal with that. I've gone through training. I've done this. I've done that. In all essence, that training is not necessary. It's really not. All it is giving you a piece of paper. Everything that I learned there, I already knew. Or I knew better than they did when I walked in there. And I literally had arguments with the trainers that were teaching me. Because they were trying to tell me one thing, and I'm like, no, that's not right. You're wrong. So it's all good to get out there and try and make yourself better. But at the end of the day, you're going to run into things where people are going to try and tell you it is one way and one way only. If you want an instructor or you want someone to help you and teach you, they're not going to tell you it's one way only. The best instructor you're going to find, or the best person to help you you're going to find, is someone who will cater to you and your style of shooting and how you are. They will work with you and make you better as you are. That is a true instructor, and that does not require a piece of paper.
Well said.
I'm interested in that also, 10 man, but I think I'm going to have to see about getting something like what Scotsman was flashing around. Because basically, I'm a revolver kind of guy, but that SA-35 is an interesting thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, what's the weather like where you're at, Julio?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was warm out. It's in the 60s, but it's been raining today.
I
That
went
that
to
that's very odd that it's in the 60s up there. It's in the 40s down here.
Yeah.
We got a freeze warning coming. Is it tomorrow morning or Sunday morning, Jamie?
Wow.
Sunday morning. That went Chico again.
Yeah, they locked up.
Mike, I'm not trying to be preachy, brother, but it ticks me off when you have people out there who claim themselves as instructors who say it's one way and one way only. That really ticks me off because you have to cater to the person you're teaching. Not everyone learns the same way. It's not going to happen. It's not, period. It doesn't matter if you're teaching firearms, if you're teaching martial arts, whatever it is. Not everyone learns the same way, period. It doesn't happen. Everyone has a different way of learning, everyone has a different pace of learning,
Mhm.
and you have to cater to the people, period. So, yeah, I'm being preachy because that really ticks me off when you have instructors out there that act that way.
We were
I
talking
agree.
about it at work, and they had a NRA instructor at this location, and a man's wife decided she wanted to shoot the 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum. I'm like, okay, it's got a punch to it. It's no problem. I'm ready to shoot it. Okay. She shot it, and it came up beside her ear, and she pulled the trigger again, trying to hold on to the gun. If it had been over here, she wouldn't be here no more.
Mm.
She was not prepared for that firearm, and that guy should have known that. I don't care how confident you are, that is not a low caliber firearm. I've seen me, Jordan, and all the other guys that I shoot with have problems with it on reloads and stuff like that because they're just stout. I mean, I've never come back up to here, but
They're fun to shoot.
I would know if it was coming back to move it away from my head, But no, it's never been nothing like that. But I mean, I'll go from here to maybe here, because it's a stout firearm, especially with an. I think his has got a 8-inch barrel on it. I mean, it's a pretty much a handheld rifle. But I would have never let her shoot that if she has never shot anything like that before.
We talking about the Smith and Wesson 500?
Yeah. That is a very powerful handgun.
What do we know about Ubertis?
Uberti makes an excellent firearm. I've sold many, many over the years. I think in total, over the 8 years that I worked for the one company, I had maybe 2 back to go for repair, which is nothing, literally nothing. When you look at things like Taurus and some others who I would see 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 a month come back for repair. Yeah. Ubertis, I think I had 2 in almost 8, 9 years of being in that one company. So Uberti makes an excellent firearm. They take their time. A lot of it is actually hand fit and not machine done. So yeah, you can't go wrong.
Now, on a Uberti, you can still do hot loads like you would do with a rig or with a Ruger or Smith and
no,
Wesson, or no?
no.
No, so One thing, and I gotta see if I can find it because I have it. I know I have it somewhere. So, one thing when I bought the Ruger from Mrs. Holster, there was a
Yours
card.
isn't a hot one either, by the way.
There was a card included, and the
Mhm.
card was included for load data. And basically, what it said was you birdie because he had a U birdies too, up to X amount feet per second, and the Ruger Vaquero up to X amount of feet per second. So as far as it goes for can you load a hot load in the Uberti, no, you really don't want to. I forget the max he had on the card. I'll have to look it up. I got to find that card. Um, I'll try and do a video on it as soon as I find it. I got it somewhere. It might be in the truck. But yeah, he had the max load for the Uberti. He had the max load for the Vaquero too.
The new Vaqueros, they're smaller framed, and they
Yep.
won't take the stiff loads. They won't take Ruger loads. They won't take a diet of Ruger loads. They don't recommend them at all.
If I remember right, the max load for the Vaquero was like 950.
Okay.
The new Vaquero. The older ones were fine. The larger frames were just as strong as the Blackhawks.
Yeah, the newer one, yes, like 950, I believe, was the max.
Yeah, that's the XR3 red grip frame on the new ones. They're smaller. They're like the original. If you know Rugers really well, it's like the original 357. They come out.
If I remember right, I believe the Uberti was like 850.
Hey, Dread. How you doing, bro?
They're all considered Colt Model Ps, and they should be loaded, respectfully lighter. But you don't need more than that. I mean, you can get damn near 900 feet per second with a 250 grain bullet. You're speaking with authority.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna do what you want it to do. You know, the biggest thing is simply making sure that you have the bullet coming out, and you're not, you're burning the right amount of powder. You're not having waste powder. You're not causing any overpressure, any of that stuff. So, that's the biggest thing with it.
And that I've been looking at the Taylors, which are basically U-birdies that have been imported and polished up. But going by what I hear from CW and Scotsman, to reload the way we like to reload, the Ruger Vaquero may be the better choice. Because you're not, if you accidentally get a little bit heavy of a charge at that Ruger, you ain't gonna hurt that Ruger.
Yeah, if you want to go a little bit heavier, then the Ruger is going to be your best bet.
You can just look for an older Vaquero if you want the.
Yeah, if you want to go real hot, then go with the older ones.
Yeah, the old case hardened framed ones.
Yeah, or an outright Blackhawk.
Well, the Red Hawk's stronger than the Black Hawk.
Yeah, but it's not a single action.
We're talking single action.
That would be true.
So I have a question on this. And when you go purchase factory ammo, they say you get a 44 Magnum, because I seen it written on there, and capital letters. They say use on strong frames only. Now, do the Vaquero will fall in that category or no?
The original Vaqueros, the first ones out, yes.
You're gonna want to look at the feet per second.
Okay.
If it's in the higher range, I forget what the.
Hey, Mark.
I forget what the higher range is right now, but off the top of my head, but if it's up there in the higher range of it, you're gonna want to make sure it's an older one. The newer ones, as far as I know, like CW saying, I don't think they're gonna handle the higher charges.
Right.
But
my first question is, why are you buying store-bought ammo?
No, but just in case if a new shooter decides to do that, now they're gonna have $2, and then they can't have try to match it. For me, I just go ahead and load my own, and it solves that problem.
I don't even think that Ruger offers that new Vaquero in 44 Magnum. I think they
No,
use
but that was just an example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
45 Colt ammo, and you can't say it anymore, but most of the 45 Colt ammo you buy today is safe for all the guns. But that's not really true when you look at Buffalo Bore and Grizzly and some of these other companies.
Right.
They definitely are loaded beyond what the early guns can handle. They're made for the Rugers and the stronger guns.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Like the first one of the first 44 Magnums I got was an old Black Hawk, and I was given some reloads with it, and then I was also given some Buffalo Bore with it, and obviously both were pretty super hot. And the flame was almost 4 feet.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, you got to be careful with it. Just because if you put that in something that's not designed to handle it, you're gonna have some issues.
Right.
We got a new member of the family. Y'all welcome in Mark Thomas. He's eager to learn. Mark, tell us what you want to start loading for, and we'll try to see if we can help you. And we got Pink Shears. Miss Surrender wants to know if anybody's casting and loading for 7mm rim mag. Any little quirks you should be aware of. I'll tell you two quickly. Number one, you don't cast for anything that hot, or if you do, make it very reduced load. And Surrender, you're going to have to come to accept the fact that belted Magnum cases are different than anything else you've ever had to deal with. It's going to head space off of the band, off of the belt at the back of the case, not the shoulder like we are used to.
Right.
Other than that, yeah, they pretty much are like the bottleneck rifle cartridges. You just got to be careful, making sure everything's.
Yeah, they have a few videos I've seen on YouTube explaining how to load the belted magnums.
Yeah.
And they're interesting how to set up.
To give you a good idea, the 30-30 is about optimal for a cast bullet. It provides plenty of case capacity for the velocities that you're going to be shooting with a cast bullet. Not to say you can't use it. You just like Jamie said, you got to load it down. You can't load it to its full potential.
And if any of y'all want to see what a Ruger Red Hawk looks like, I got one right here. I was waiting on somebody to go, no. Oh, look. It's a Red Hawk compact. All right, I'll stop.
32, what do you mean 32? 32 special rifle, Mark, or
pistol calibers?
32
probably
revolver?
32 long Colt, probably.
Mark also has a YouTube channel, Mark Thomas.
I got a 32 long, and it's actually a Colt, but I couldn't find any bullets for it.
He's got a 32 H&R single action pistol, and I'm trying to think of the name. It's the one they chamber it mostly in long rifle. Heritage.
Good night, preacher. Get a good one tomorrow, buddy.
Partner?
Night, preacher.
The Heritage.
Good night, preacher. The Partner's a shotgun.
No, this is a single action revolver. The Heritage 22s. Apparently, they made.
Well, I said Partner, and then I went, oh no, Partner's a shotgun.
Rough Rider.
H&R 922.
Good night, Andy.
Good night, Andy.
Good night, Andy.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know where you
Okay.
got
I thought you were froze.
Yeah, we can hear you good, man. You just gotta interrupt these guys because they just keep yakking. That's all.
CW, I think you're talking about the HNR 922 on Mark's page, one of his videos.
Yeah, but he's got another video. He's been shooting a 32 H&R single action. I was talking to him about
Oh, a
it.
32.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh,
Heritage, Rough Rider, and 32 H&R mag. I didn't even know they made it.
I didn't know they made one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he's got one. He's got a couple videos with it.
There you go. Let's go over and
Yeah, that's a
sub
cool.
him
The little
out.
chipmunks are fun too.
Tread
There
beat
you
me
go.
to it. Thank you, Tread.
Thanks, Tread.
I tell you, Tread's quick on the trigger.
Absolutely.
He's up
Thank you,
3
brother.
already.
Much appreciated, brother.
Yeah, Reloader
I'm
762.
I don't know everyone out here, so when people pop in like Mark and Mark's loading 32 and I have 132, which I will make a video on it here shortly. But when people pop out like that, it's good to know. So Mark, I do got you, and I will check you out here soon, man.
Yeah, Reloader 762. Hey, there's Rich. Reloader 762 said that Lee makes a couple of good 32 molds, and they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, Julio's got his puppy dog back again.
Yeah, he goes everywhere I go. He wants to be there.
I
I'll
would
be
get
bugging
mine
some
back
people
on
on
camera,
that.
but my back won't take it.
All right, Mark. Looks like you're gaining a few subscribers tonight, buddy.
Good deal.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm. It's good when people are out there like this because this is how we learn from each other, man. You know, I'm always open to learning and seeing people. And you know, again, he's loading 32. I haven't done it yet. I want to, and so it's a good opportunity. So
I got a bunch of those bullets too, Scotsman.
damn, man.
I've got a 32. It's an old one. I haven't been able to find any.
You're just like a freaking. You're like a freaking smorgasbord.
I got at
he
least
is.
half a dozen different ones. Wad cutters, my wad cutters, and wide flat.
Well, I gotta figure it out because I literally I have so I have this old 32, and again I'll make a video on here and probably this week or next week. It's super rare. I found 1 box of ammunition, so I literally have 50 rounds. So I have 50 cases. That's all I got.
ACP.
That's my problem. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, 32 auto. Yep.
No. Do not use 32 auto.
No, it's a 32 auto. That's what it is.
Oh, I was talking 32 Colt.
No, this is a 32 auto.
Okay, well, I got some ammo for you because I can't shoot that out of my 32 Colt because all of a sudden I hold a cutting torch in my hand. That's a note to y'all out there in the side chat. Do not use 32 auto thinking you can get some brass because no.
You got to be real careful with 32 Smith & Wesson, 32 Smith & Wesson long, 32 short. There's a lot of differences, and they're minuscule.
Yes,
but they make a huge difference.
Exactly. Every time I pulled that trigger, it was I could cut steel with that thing. Just aim it off into the woods, and there's a quarter inch. There's a quarter inch. No bad.
You have to be real careful with that. So,
if you need 32 auto, I got some for you, and I actually got some brass for you too.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'd be good, man. Yeah, we'll work something out.
Yep. I need 32 long or 32 Colt.
I got 3 boxes of brass. I got to sort through. If there's anything in there, I'll send it your way. But
yeah,
I really couldn't believe what the difference was. You know, And you're right. It's minuscule, but it matters.
When I say it's huge, I mean literally, it's a minuscule difference, but it's huge.
Yeah. Well, your 4-foot flame coming out of your barrel is coming out of the sides of my cylinder. I was like, this is not right. And then I learned you couldn't do that. It's not like 44 Special versus 44 Magnum. Really,
Mark,
right.
that would be Mark. That would be pretty cool, man. I'd like to see that for sure. That would be cool, man.
Yeah, I've got a 32 H&R and a couple of 327s, and it's nice with them because I can shoot everything.
And, I shot a 327 about it was about 4 years ago. I shot a 327 Magnum, and I'll tell you, you want something that has
Blast.
almost
It's like a 30 carbine.
Almost the power of a 357, but less kick and more accurate. Damn, the 327 is freaking.
It's got some energy. It really does. It's 500 foot-pounds in the top loads. It's got some energy.
Oh yeah.
Now,
if they let you,
if they lend you a revolver, chambered in, what is it? It's 32 something, and you shoot it, and you're like, oh, it's not bad. Boom, boom, boom. And then they messing with you, and then load it with 327 Federal Magnums and hand it back to you. Oh, you don't need air protection. It's fine. They're lying.
You got to remember
too, cannon right there.
Technically, the 327 is a super Magnum.
Ooh.
Because it's already been a 32 H&R Magnum, and it's big. It's longer. So,
yep.
I couldn't hear anything for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I looked at my buddy, my reloading buddy, and I was like, if I could hear anything, I'd be able to aim this thing at you and throw it.
Whoever made a Blackhawk in 30 carbine that would ring your bell too. You had to put double ear protection on to shoot that thing.
Yo, I couldn't hear anything for 10 minutes. I was he's just laughing. He's just having a big time.
Most of y'all know I'm a big revolver guy, and when I shot this 327, I kid you not, I shot it quickly, and I had less than an inch group with all of it, and I shot it fast. That thing was super controllable, super easy to shoot.
Yep.
And I'm a big bore guy, so it was easy to shoot anyway. But
right, it'll make stuff happen.
It was super nice.
After I went and got ear protection, I shot a pretty damn good group with it. Whoa.
Yeah, I did a couple videos a few months back with mine, and I had one load with a 5.5 inch barrel and a 60 grain bullet that was going almost 2,000 feet per second, and it wasn't a hot load. It's crazy. It's really really moving.
Exactly, Mike.
All right, guys, we need to start wrapping this puppy up and get out of here and let these good people get on with their weekends. Chico, dadgummit, man. It's good to see you, bro. Good to have you on.
I had to take both devices from my son, and I haven't cut off yet, so I don't know.
Amazing.
I had to take the remote and the tablet. I said, you can have it when I'm done.
All right.
So.
Ocean, glad you were here. Didn't hear much from you tonight, but I know you're working on a build before the kitchen overhaul started. Where you at on that?
I got everything here. I just gotta put it together. And I gotta open up the channel a little bit. It doesn't need a lot of opening, and then I can start loading for that and go to the range.
What caliber is that again?
It's a 375 Raptor.
Okay.
Yes, I should get that together pretty soon.
Very good. Very good. Um, anything you're going to be working on we need to know about as we tell the folks good night?
No.
Yeah, I'm still talking to you.
Are you talking to me?
He's
You
like,
talking to Chico?
no.
he's the one with the puppy dog. He's distracted.
Yeah.
He's got a little fur ball of love right there.
Yeah.
Just
And I gotta do a video also. I end up getting a Lee ACP. I added that to the bench also.
But the way that just went down is like Julio is launching a mission to Mars, and he's like, no.
good night, Barnaby. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Scotsman, what are you working on, brother?
Actually, you know what, guys? I'm actually making videos. I know it's crazy.
What?
So I'm trying to get back to a regular schedule, and I have a couple of good old Smith and Wesson revolver videos uploaded and ready to go. Yes, we're getting back to what the channel is all about: Smith and Wesson revolvers. So I got those ready to go. They'll come out this week. I plan on trying to do 2 videos a week and keep it up. So stay with me, and if I start slacking, tell me I'm slacking, and I'll do better. I got a lot going on with work and studying and everything else, but I'm trying to do better, and I want to get the channel growing because I want to see more people learning and understanding and help our community grow. So it's not just about me; it's about everyone, and I want to help the community grow and bring more people to it. So, the plan is to get back into the swing of old school and revolvers, and that's who I am. That's what I do. So, it's up, it's going, and we're rocking and rolling, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you all will stick with me. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate being here. It's always a good time, and everyone out in the side chat, good to see you out there. Mark, I got you sub, man, and I look forward to checking out your videos.
Very cool. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks,
I know you're busy, and yeah, I'm looking forward to them. And I got to do the same. I got to start doing at least 2 a month. I ain't doing anything because I'm sorry and a slacker like that.
No,
CW,
you
what you working on, CW?
I'm gonna hopefully get to the range tomorrow and get some stuff ready for the season coming up next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably about it. That's my focus that Wednesday.
Very good. I'm looking forward to hearing from you with a good report soon. All right, Kyle, what you got working on? Anything good, brother?
I think tomorrow is going to be spent with sorting and drying since we had that storm blow through last night. Probably about 40 pounds worth of projectiles in various calibers. And I think just for the heck of it, I'll do each one of them different colors. Just because. And I might even make I used to do a normal Saturday morning blah, blah, blah video. Sometimes I'm casting and chatting, and sometimes I'm doing something else. I might do one of them in the morning. I don't know. But I'm in the same boat. Jamie, you're not lazy. You're busy. And you're just like me. You got a lot of stuff going on. I had so much stuff going on, I had to disappear for half a week. And
here's the thing, man. Everyone's full of excuses, and the excuses are like assholes. Everyone's got one.
Well, everybody's got one. They all stink. I got you.
Sorry, I had
Sure.
to.
But no, I really had to get away. We had this planned for a minute, and I was spending most of my time gathering up gear. And I'm like, why don't I have all this in 2 bags, throw it in the truck, and let's go? That's what I'm going to make my next video on. Let's gather up all our stuff. We've changed from summer to winter time. Let's switch our bags out. Let's keep one in the trunk and have fun, or the heck with the world bag to go in the back of the truck, and let's get it done. Let me show you what I got in mind. So that might be a Sunday because it'd probably take me all day tomorrow to do it.
Hey,
But-
real quick, Jamie, can I do a quick shout out?
Absolutely.
So I want to shout out everyone in the side chat because you guys are awesome. You come here every week. You support us. You're always here. You're helping us. You're asking questions. You're continuing the chat and helping the chat and making it flow. And we appreciate you more than you know. I know sometimes it gets busy and the conversation's going, and some of the comments are sometimes missed. And it's not done on purpose. So I want you guys to realize that it's not done on purpose. It's just that the chat's flowing and it's going, and sometimes we miss things. But I want to appreciate everyone out there, and a huge thank you to Tread. Tread is always jumping out there with links, and he's on it like that. So Tread, thank you, brother. Appreciate you throwing the links out there and helping everyone out, supporting everyone. But a huge thank you to all of you guys for supporting this chat, being here, and supporting everyone. It means more than you know. It really does.
It sure does. We really enjoy unwinding on our Friday nights with all y'all. It does mean a lot.
Absolutely. And they took my goodbye message. She told my brother, dude, we've been enjoying the competition videos. I'm gonna get down there and shoot with you one Thursday night. I promise.
Got to do it. We got to do it. Y'all, let me see if I still remember. So, everyone, thanks for joining for another Friday night Georgia Shooting Connection live stream. We appreciate y'all, as Scotsman said, being out there in the side chat. Y'all are what drives the conversations and the interactions and stuff like that. So we appreciate it. Yeah, I've been doing competition, and I suck. You know what I mean? And if you look at some of my videos, you can see the progression. But my last match, I haven't posted the videos yet, but I will post it probably this weekend. And y'all will really see sometimes when that buzzer goes off, you lose it. You lose your whole
All right.
stage planning.
Well, can I ask you one question? I got one question for you, and it's a very, very important question. Are you having
Definitely.
fun?
Oh,
That's all-
yes. You know that, man.
That's
That's all that matters. Yeah, that's true.
all that matters. You're having fun,
And being
you're
safe.
and you're learning. That's all that matters.
And I would recommend everyone at least go to at least one match. If you think you're a good shooter, a match will humble you. It definitely will, but it's fun, and like you said, it shows a lot of your weaknesses. So another thing I want to say, if y'all not following our Instagram page, I post a lot. Like today, I post primer alerts, and I hope someone got some primers today from I think 2 different stores. So they're high, but that's the norm right now. So y'all can follow us on Instagram, Georgia Shooting Connection, and then y'all can follow it. I normally double post on my Instagram and Georgia Shooting Connection. It normally be the same post. So, but I will post up those videos, and I've been working like crazy. So, but I appreciate y'all being here and holding it down.
I'm just fixing to change carry guns. I'm gonna start carrying my 45. I got primers for it.
Right.
There you
So
go.
yeah, so y'all stay tuned. We will get back on the. I got to do more videos too. So
Well, I just want to say it's great to have you back in here, man.
Yes, sir.
We miss you when you're not here. We love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. So it's like that. I do want to get down there and shoot with y'all one of these days. And we are going to talk about. We need to talk about No Shave November next
right.
month.
Can
There's
I say something to that real quick? No
yeah.
shave November is nothing because you never shave. Period.
Turn your camera on, sir. That way the world can see you.
I don't right now. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't right now. But there, trust me, my beard is full. There is no shaving going on
What are
whatsoever.
you? Are you naked sitting in a beanbag chair eating Cheetos? I mean, what are you doing?
All right, guys, we got to clear out of here. But I will respond to that in this way. If y'all remember, I started my beard not shaving, as Scotsman says, back in November of 2018, and it was for what No Shave November is about, which is um, get get your PSA numbers checked. Uh, and Mr. Pollard, I'll work on John Wick. I'll see what I can do. And you're welcome, Uncle John. But yeah, we want to bring attention and try to remind you, especially this month, when you go get your physical, make sure your doctor is taking your PSA numbers. It's not that much more expensive, and if you're over a certain age, it needs to happen. And for Chico and our other African American brothers, you guys are at more of a risk than us Caucasian guys, and so please, I'm begging you, make sure you're getting those PSA numbers checked, because if you are positive, if it's detected early, it's the most curable form of the C word that I refuse to
Mm-hmm.
say, but it's the most curable word of form of out there for men. So I encourage all of you to do that. And with that, we're over time. Thank you guys on the panel for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Guys out on the side chat, y'all are the reason we do what we do. Please keep coming. Invite a friend. See how many folks we can get on here, and make sure I can never keep up with what you guys are saying. And remember, you do drive the conversation, and you do drive the topics on our show, and you're the reason we're here. So check us out on, like Chico said, Georgia Shooting Connection on Instagram. Check us out. Send us an email at georgiashootingconnection at gmail.com. Check out Uncle Jim tomorrow night. Check out Foreign and Domestic on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock on the Crazy Scotsman channel. And we hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. And Lord willing, we'll see you next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.